Sam says, do you have any designer Barbies? If you do, could you do a video, please? I collect dolls and have the Moschino's, Carl, YSL, Dior, etc. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Moschino's, I have to admit, I was so disappointed that I missed out. It was an unfortuitous turn of events because I was traveling and they sold out immediately, and the essay, and they wouldn't keep them for me for a day until I arrived and was able to actually buy them, and they didn't want to do the purchase over the phone, so I missed out on the Barbies, on the first Barbies, the first Moschino Barbies. Ugh. But I did hunt down the Barbie with Jeremy Scott as Ken at the Met Gala. You know, the double set, those I have. And I do love Michael Myers. So I have him in all variations. I actually have him here around somewhere. Oh, and of course, Masters of the Universe, Shadow Weaver. I actually have Shadow Weaver here. Childhood fantasy. Always loved my Shadow Weaver. And actually, now that Super 7 have made Shadow Weaver, dream come true from She-Ra, Princess of Power. This is Shadow Weaver. Okay. But other Barbies in particular with like famous that are that look like something else, no. But I do love them a lot. I do have a Mermaid Ken in my bathroom. Where else? Mermaid Ken in the bathroom. Go figure. Cliche. Andrew says, as someone who recovered from... Can I just say... Oh, why did I say this again? God damn it. Okay, whatever. Can I just say your amazing perfume analysis and your amazing recent short videos have brought me so much happiness and laughter during this difficult time. Thank you so much, Andrew. First of all, congratulations for passing this. And I'm so happy that you're happily with us and spending time with us. So, unfortunately, I gotta repeat, YouTube doesn't let us talk about this. So, but I'm thrilled to read finally something positive in regards to this topic. This is really, really good. Congratulations. Now you're like Madonna. Now you have the antibodies. Now you can go out. You can go out car driving, as she says, breathing the air. PC. Hey, PC, how you doing, sweetie? Hello, I have to get into a car and drive now. Finished shift. Good to see you. Well, good to read you too, dear. Drive carefully. Sam says, no, it's a classic floor-length maxi Burberry trench. Oh, okay. Well, if it's a classic Burberry, they're going to remake it. They're going to keep making it. It's going to be in rotation. It's a carryover piece, right? Yeah, classic trench, but floor length. Gurchanat says, how was your experience with Chanel in California? Amazing. MK, yeah, I got this brooch on sale in January 2018 after I saw it on you. Oh, great. I can't recall the price exactly, but it was such a steal. Yeah, it did go on sale. 40% or 30%? No, 30%. The first round of sales is 30, and then if the brooch stays for another year, the next year it's going to be 50. But now they changed all of that. Now they're doing 40% only. That's it. There's no 30, 50 differentiation. Do you still have the Dior saddlebag in your collection? Ah, yes, I just mentioned. Yes, I do. I do have it. I do have it in my collection. I love it very much. Andrew says, also a few years ago, I saw John Galliano once at JFK Airport, and the first two things I thought of was Carrie Bradshaw's Galliano dress and SUPERDACOB. Oh, man. You know, I love that man. I know he's totally cuckoo and he went through a lot of complicated times and he said some nasty things, but guess what? Who didn't? The fashion world is the bitchiest world. It's I know we think with the moral of social media and we're super easy to get angry and we got to be politically correct. And if you're not, people are going to bash you. They're going to come for you. Twitter is going to assassinate you. But we always tend to forget something very basic and simple. And that is the fact that the fashion world is a bitchy world, unfortunately, and it ticks by different sets of rules, unfortunately, but it does. It just does. You can, you know, you could say on social media, yeah, but I don't like it. Yeah, but who cares that you don't like it? That's how it ticks. Behind closed doors, when social media is shut, how jobs are given, how the work flows there, how production goes, nobody gives an F and F about what social media thinks about it. That's what it is. And that's why, if you might have noticed, the big players in the fashion world are very, very isolated and closed about social media. Some of them don't even communicate through social media at all because they don't give a F about your thoughts on social media. They do what they want to do, and they do it the way they want to do it. Clever. In fact, one of the reasons why Anna Wintour doesn't, the Naomi, I was told that the interview that Naomi did, from her isolation, she does every day an interview with somebody famous, the Anna Wintour, when Anna Wintour told her, oh yes, you were the first person at Vogue that, was black. Shocking. And then they took the video offline because apparently she said something she wouldn't have said. I saw it. I heard what she said. She said what she said, and she said the truth, but she didn't say it she said she was happy that she could give a beautiful woman a cover. It had nothing to do with her skin color. But the guy who was supposed to approve it was like, oh, you're going to give Naomi Campbell the cover of Vogue. And so Anna just mentioned it to Naomi. Naomi was shocked. She was like, really? Thank you so much for fighting for me like that, blah, blah, blah. And then the next day or 2 days ago, the video was taken offline by Naomi because probably Anna told her this is too controversial for the moment. Well, but that's the fashion world. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible world. It is. And the sooner you accept it for what it is, and the sooner you can be able to change it. But if you remain in denial about it, then nothing is going to change. That's my 5 cents. And I work in the fashion world, amongst other things. So trust you me, I know what I'm talking about. Andrew said, well, I just mentioned Galliano too before you said it. Sammy says, why do you think Claire White color left Givenchy? No clue. Can't find any reviews on the ID93 bag. Seems to be under everyone's radar. Maybe it's just bad release timing. Maybe. Maybe also China's involved. Jesse says, hi, Dacob. Hi, Jesse. How you doing, sweetie? Do you think Takashi Murakami will collaborate with Louis Vuitton again? I have a small collection of the older styles myself. I hope Takashi will, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because I think Takashi and Marc Jacobs are such a powerful connection within Louis Vuitton that if Takashi were to return, everybody would kind of think about Marc Jacobs more than the other designers that are designing there. So I think, again, it's an ego thing. I think every designer that comes to a new brand, they want to kind of mark their territory. They lift their paw and they just kind of mark their territory. So they don't want to kind of play by the rules of whatever happened before. I would say just swallow your pride, dude. And, Takashi Murakami with Louis Vuitton was amazing. I love the cherries. I love the blossoms. I love everything about Takashi with Louis Vuitton. It was just the right amount of playful mixed with heritage classic. Wonderful. But I don't think it's, you never know. You never know. But for the way that Louis Vuitton is so colorful at the moment, I don't think Takashi fits into that whole mess that's going on there. Because Takashi is also colorful. So you would need to tone down everything, the whole mess that's happening at Louis Vuitton right now, which I believe is a total mess. Then Takashi could come in, I think. Do you have any experiences with Coach New York? No, not really. Sorry. I bought the Chucky Mad Balls after you showed yours. I love my Chucky. My Chucky Mad Balls, which is, okay, so this sounds a bit creepy, but I swear it's not creepy. Chucky's with me in bed. Okay, so this is what goes down. Coco. I literally spray it, but I also go to bed with it. The bottle is next to the bed and Chucky's next to the bed. Now, because Chucky is a mad ball, he rolls away. So I have to position him in a way that he doesn't escape. And it happened once. He's nasty. He ran away. And listen, I lost one of them. They ran away from me. Naughty little critters. And he's somewhere creating some havoc somewhere because he fell out of the car. So I rolled him into a jumper when I left the car because I didn't want anybody to see. That's so crazy. And I thought, if somebody sees Chucky in the car, they're going to break through the car just to steal Chucky, which, who wants to steal a ball in the shape of a doll with slime oozing out of its face? But anyway, so I rolled him in the sweater. Then I came back to the car later after shopping and I pulled out the sweater and he just rolled out and I forgot that he was there. And he rolled out of the car, but I didn't hear him because he's a foam ball, right? He's foamy. And left and they were closing the store and Chucky was gone, So I was desperate, super, super sad. But then I found Chucky again. I bought another Chucky. But this time, he ain't getting away that easy. So that, Chucky. Sounds a bit creepy, right? Yeah, that's me. And Andrew says, thank you, Dacob. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetie. I'm super glad that you're fit again. Oh, the trench coat is a runway piece? Oh, then it's not coming back again. Gursharan says, whenever you saw your poison, it reminds me of that bracelet. The poison bracelet, that limited edition bracelet that I showed in my video, that's an amazing bracelet. Daniel says, at least Galliano was genuinely remorseful. I loathe fake repentance. Totally true. I agree with you completely. Emilia says, she said African-American, but Naomi is British, lol. Ah, yes. That was the issue, Emilio, that Anna said African-American, but Naomi is British. Yeah, but Anna was just trying to be politically correct because she's living in America, and then you're not allowed to say anything. For a certain period of time, you weren't even allowed to say African-American. Then you were supposed to say black again. And then, I mean, at the end of the day, the problem is this. It's people. People, people, people. But the problem is, back in the 80s or 90s, she wasn't supposed to give the Vogue cover to a person of color. Whatever color. Whatever color. If you have to talk about color. And so she's trying to describe the situation and saying, what she's trying to do today is say, we've moved forward. Thank goodness. Today, that's not an issue anymore. Beauty is beauty. It doesn't matter where the beauty comes from. Beauty is beauty. And what is beautiful to you might not be beautiful to me. But that's also the beauty of beauty, that it's in the eye of the beholder, ultimately. But unfortunately, in the politically correct world we live in, phrasing certain concepts becomes difficult because you're not allowed to use certain words because they're deemed hurtful. And what was she supposed to say, you know? Oh, I wasn't supposed to give a British lady the cover of Vogue. That's not the reason she wasn't supposed to give her the cover of Vogue, not because she's British. So she was just trying to point out exactly the reason why she fought to have Naomi on the cover. And of course, yes, she phrased it wrong. It was poorly phrased. Completely agree with you that it was poorly phrased. But at the same time, it's super dangerous waters to veer in when you're talking about these things, and especially when these things come from the past. Because again, the 90s, different game rules than 2020. How covers are decided, what comes on the cover of a magazine, what not. And we're not just talking about skin color, you know. We're also talking about the genre. And what am I saying by this? Well, a reality TV star like Kim Kardashian coming on a cover of Vogue, that's also something that I would have never done. But Anna Wintour did it. So, and this is a genre. This is like, okay, are we really putting silicone on the cover of Vogue? We are. Okay. It's official. It happened, and it's done. 20 years from now, when we have another lockdown and Kim is bored at home, she can't execute her job as a lawyer, and she's going to start live streaming every day like Naomi is now, 20 years from now, right? And she's going to have Anna Wintour. Anna Wintour is going to outlive us all. I believe Anna Wintour is going to live to be 1,000. And then she's going to say, oh, Anna, do you remember that time? I was the first reality TV star to be on the cover of Vogue magazine. And then Anna Wintour is going to describe the situation, how she fought to have Kim Kardashian on the cover of Vogue. Then even then she's going to say something related to the genre that might be considered politically incorrect in that moment. And everybody's going to go, oh, you see what I mean? It's ridiculous. Like, we have to advance. We have to get out of... We're all one unity. Skin is not an issue. It shouldn't really be. And I don't understand, you know. But times will change. And only we together can unite to make that change. As people. Just people. Without the need of defining gender or where one comes from or age. It's people. Anyway, just my 5 cents, you know what I mean?